Alright, so I was standing there waiting for the ghast, and my mother tripped a fuse and managed to wipe out all electricity in the house. Um, we got everything back, of course. Thankfully, it did not take long. Um, but great, let's hope that didn't break anything. So obviously, doing that while PS5 is on, especially when it's in a game, can cause data corruption. And we're on a fucking realm which is saving data like every fucking second. So, I'll be frank, I'm a little bit worried about that having consequences here. Something like that's literally how you corrupt data. Very good. I am going to continue the strat of just AFK here. Ooh. It's definitely brighter than when I left. Yeah, so time does seem to advance even if no one's actually on the realm. It's interesting. I'm gonna stand here and I'm gonna watch the Little Platoon's second review of Ironheart, and of course I'm gonna watch out to see if it's grifting and racism or genuine critique. It's a Trident, man. So cool that like the one time I come out without armor in Forever is now Res Trident guy. Cool. Is it just me? Oh wait, yeah. Look, it's actually happy now. You can see it. It's getting more white, and it's actually smiling now. Cool. You can actually see it like progress. That's cool. Baby. Oh, oh my God. Hi. Hello. Well, be careful. Where are you going? Where are you going? Will you come to me because I have snowballs? Can you come down? Can you, buddy? Okay, we're halfway. Okay. Oh my God. Hi, buddy. Okay. Thank you. Okay. This one. Does this one have less health? All right. We're getting them in. We're sticking them onto bed, and we're leaving. After that, we are not going to touch them again. I'm not even going to put a lead on them. We have a fence there if we do need to put a lead on them, but I'm not even gonna. All right. Nope. Nope. All right. Good enough. Righty, welcome to your new home. Now, if I come back here and I find out they fucking suffocated, I will be heartbroken. What was that? I'm not losing it, there's some weird graphical glitch there, right? Right, we got a new baby ghast. Baby ghast? Happy ghast. Alright, cool. Yeah, I will keep the snowballs, I guess. I'm gonna Google if they melt. If, like, snow blocks will melt. And if they won't, I'll place them in there for them. Okay. Okay, we lost half a heart. I don't care if that's reset their home point, I'm not fucking with it anymore. They can do whatever they feel like. I mean, it seems to be one of these blocks I keep getting tripped up on. Oh, I started building this and I didn't finish. Okay. That's fine, just get rid of it anyway. Righty, little guy. I would place like some hay bales down as well, but I'm worried they're gonna fucking somehow suffocate to death in this. Why? Why is suffocation still even a mechanic? It shouldn't be. Like with gravel and sand, yes. Suffocation should not be a thing with any other block in the game. It makes no sense. Because the only time that would ever happen to you is if you glitched something, which clearly isn't your fucking fault when it happens. This guy's doing it just by fucking existing in proximity of fucking blocks. Why are you having that render glitch? It's really scaring me. It's like the gas is fucking prone to suffocate literally just by existing near blocks, right? Like clearly this is just not the player's fault. Nor should it be. It's a stupid fucking collision anyway. it. I like how this is just perfectly enough space for a player to walk in, but no one else can. Actually, I have some ideas on how to improve it, just a little bit. Okay, we got 17 minutes into a Little Platoons video. Alright, so prior to this point, there's some stuff which could have been construed as racist. Could have been. It likely wasn't, but it definitely could have been. In that he was calling characters black. Which, What the fuck am I saying? He was calling characters ugly. Characters which were black. Oh my god. Could it be because there's no blocks underneath this? I am stupid. Right. One moment, mate. I'm thinking like maybe because there's no blocks below this, it thinks it can go here? Or something? I don't think the Netherrack or anything is going yet. No, you gotta go down. I'm not gonna check your health bar if you're anywhere near the ceiling, mate. You'll be down here on my level. Right, missing 1.5. Hi, buddy. Stay safe in it. Just be fucking careful, man. See, I'm scared, of course, because it doesn't pop up in chat when we die. So I wouldn't even know if they died. I just want to watch them for a while and check if it happens again. But yeah, so we called some characters ugly, which isn't something he normally would do, I don't feel like. So that could have been racist when it was calling some characters ugly. Black characters, of course. But I will let that slide. You're allowed to call people ugly. As long as it's not explicitly racist. I mean, if it's implicitly racist, but I don't know. But we're 17 minutes in, and now he's started talking political, and now he's talking about the economy, which he loves to do, and just always say that what he says is right, when, that's not necessarily correct. So he's talking here about public transport and the funding of it. He says you don't want government funding public transport because it taxes the poor. And what? What do you say?
You, Riri, on the other hand, are going to fuck up a major infrastructure project that probably employs an from the car to the railroad. These things do not spring out of the ether. They are not entitlements. And when the government tries to build them, it winds up taxing poor people and building nothing. See?
All right, now, of course, I mean, he is correct. In fact, that is what usually happens, but of course, that's because they don't tax billionaires. So there's a solution there, which would help a lot. Because he's saying, hey, let the billionaires build it themselves. Rather than, hey, let the government build it with the funding from billionaires via taxes. So, I mean, what he said specifically, the way he phrased it is correct, but the implications of it are not correct. That's a bit of a manipulative phrasing, so that's cool, Little Platoon. You made it 17 minutes into your 1 hour long video before you started doing the right-wing grifting. I can appreciate at least it wasn't something overtly racist or anything. It was just a political viewpoint which is not very defensible. Very clearly a right-wing one, which is also the fact we didn't even acknowledge the blatant flaw of that. That seems to suggest to me that he's defending that viewpoint, that billionaires should not get fucking taxed. So that's very cool. I'd love to hear what he thinks of Trump. Oh boy. Alright, we haven't seen Regards take any damage in quite a while. So I'm hoping that means he's good. So maybe it was something about these blocks being missing. But it consistently happens when we go, like, over there. Also, I'll be honest, I don't really have any other plans for this stream. I do not want to be up until, like, 2 a.m. today. So, yeah, as far as the gas stables goes as a concept, I think it's neat. I'm happy with it. Like, we have a reasonable amount of movement space. We have a bed. We have stuff to make them feel at home. We have a little toy. I mean, it's cute. Because I definitely think of them as like a baby. Cutie patootie. Alright, we're moving a lot around that spot. They didn't suffocate us. So maybe it was that somehow. Regardless, I don't think they would die. Because, like, for them to die, obviously they have a lot of health. They don't have a lot of health, but, like, obviously they'd have to stay there suffocating for a while. And they can clearly pathfind themselves out of it if it happens. So, as long as they're just not an idiot and they start suffocating and like, I'm gonna let myself die. As long as that doesn't happen, they can pathfind themselves out and then regenerate their health. So they shouldn't die. They shouldn't even be in danger of dying, but fuck it. Mojang are stupid. But yeah, I don't really have any other plans. Why am I getting rendering glitches? I don't like it. It's worrying me. Just because we just had a potential data corruption problem with fucking PlayStation. Anyway, I'm going to resume the Little Platoons video now, but there you go, there's strike one, 17 minutes in. Which, I mean, is pretty good, because compared to other people, like, Critical Drinker takes about 10 seconds to start saying overtly racist things, which are also just lies. That's one thing I appreciate about Little Platoon, definitely. I've never caught him lying. I've never watched one of his reviews and then watched the thing he's actually reviewing and then be like, wait, you're lying. I've never caught him out on it. He might have done, but like Critical Drinker just regularly lies and gets away with it because his audience is fucking stupid. It's like, holy shit, you have to be really stupid to watch Critical Drinker. Oh yeah, it's just letting up from machinery. Alright, I'm fine with that. I'm not going to do the whole checker pattern because first of all, it'd be difficult now where Regast is in there. And I also just think it's fine just with Birch. It's not too visually noisy. I feel like making checkers can make it too visually noisy. Just leave it as is.
California.
Also, he did start a video by pulling a quote from Spider-Man, where Vulture says you're young, so you don't understand things. Which, oof, I feel like you can't. Like, it's not an ironclad point. Like, yes, it is true. Young people often won't understand things as well as adults. It's also true often young people understand things better than adults. It's not a universally true statement. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. What you should do is pursue the truth, whatever it is, and then not bend it to your will, because you can find some way to declare yourself for your authority. It's an unfortunate thing, but we live in a world where you can do a fucking uni degree for fucking 6 years and come out of that topic less educated than fucking genuinely less interested than, or less, I mean, I specifically mean in regards to philosophy. Someone can study philosophy at uni for like 6 years and be an utterly fucking awful philosopher, and you're genuinely better off just finding someone who's done one Google search in their whole life, and they'd be a better philosopher than that person. Yeah, I want these trees gone so you can like see it from a distance. Now I imagine none of it appears on the map. It's literally only one block of it is exposed to the surface. So likely not. Maybe would changing the height of a hill have affected the map? I like that berries are like not awful. They're not that good, but they're not awful. I had slightly underestimated how far a hub actually is. Oh shit. Is is quite far from home. Right, I just did that so I could screenshot the coordinates. The thing is, that is actually, I didn't realize that's the far side. Why did they build a hub here? Like, it's a fucking incredible build, but why is it here? Why? Like, to me, it just seems that it would make more sense if it was between Brazil and the jungle base. No? Because it doesn't link to anything else yet. It links to Spawn, Brazil, and the jungle base. Yet it's the furthest possible position it could be from two of those destinations. And again, where's that one? Where does that railway go? I don't remember. Oh God, where does that one go? Or is that okay, that one was Ho 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 Land. Good God. Okay, I might ask Ollie, like, how long did it take to dig out of space? For reference. Because this is a lot. That is a lot of space to dig. It's like, part of me is wondering, like, could I just connect it to another rail instead? Like, it would be way faster if I instead connected it to a rail near Spawn instead. And so you could jump on a rail from my house and go to a rail which is near Spawn, and then that connects you to a hub. Like, that would be, like, not even a quarter of a length. I mean, we can check right now. Huh. I'd never noticed this ladder. Hold up. This has been here the whole time? Oh my god.
You spent all day trying.
Alright, so Y0, Y20, X7, X839, Z761, Z26. So I guess we just add both values of the X and Z difference. Um, so it's 832, 832 plus carry the 2, 761 minus 26, that is 735. Plus 735, that is 1,567 blocks. 1,567 plus is going to be double because you're doing at least a 2x1 or 1x2, at least. Okay. Okay. But we might be able to make it better because, I mean, for morale, it's probably best we just like go by the map rather than the sheer numbers. So like if we run over here, this is like a good distance. Holy shit. This ain't even 100. The entire length of this is like 100. Okay, so basically think almost the entire length of this cave 15 times over. Jesus Christ. And all of that needs to be torched up. And like, if we're like for a starting position, we're probably looking at like right here. This would make sense to me. The thing is, like, they probably would want it to look like pretty as well. We have they do. They add it so it like dips down one block. And all of that has to be covered in rail. Okay, I mean, regardless, we're gonna have to light up this. Okay. It's already past 11. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a way up there, and we're gonna torch that up. Holy shit. Over 1,000 blocks. I slightly underestimated. I thought it was just basically directly under a jungle base. So I slightly underestimated the distance. It's a good quarter length bigger than I thought, which is, I mean, isn't all that much, but still. That is more than the entire durability of this pickaxe, by the way, I'm pretty sure. this pickaxe probably has like 1,500 if I had to estimate. I don't know how much. I know a diamond pickaxe has like 1,250 or something. So I would imagine Netherite has more than that, but not a whole lot more than that. So yeah, my guesstimate would be like 1,500. And it all needs to be at least enough that you're not going to encounter monsters as you're taking the railway. Oh great, just spawn behind me, why don't you? Piss me off. See what happens. We don't need to completely eliminate mob spawns. We need to eliminate them enough to a point where I won't go insane. Thing is, I really want this. I really want to connect up to a hub. But holy shit. Yeah, we have to place all railway as well. We have to mine everything out and then place railway. We have to make sure it's safe. Monsters aren't spawning like on the railway. God. Hey, there's another entrance to this cave. That's cool. I actually do want to see this. Where's this entrance? Okay, suddenly. Okay, there's a bug here. It's not supposed to look like that. Right, so I suppose going by map, you can see there's already some like decent progress, but I mean, it's meaningless. Wait, Alvison. And he's gone. Okay. Why is there a creeper here? I mean, honestly, creepers could do me a favor, just so long as they don't blow up the tracks. I will I will mine out the entire space before I even start laying track. My whole space out, make sure no creepers are gonna fuck me over. And then we start placing track. Don't know if he caught the actual numbers on it. Because he left like the moment that popped up. Okay. So we need this place to at least be semi-secure. Now, of course, the others, they boxed it in. Like, I could try that. Obviously, that adds even more work. I'm going to ask Ollie, like, how long it took them. How long it took each of them to connect it. Because, like, it's days, at least, of work. It's 11:30. I guess let's get started. It's weird. It feels weird. um, I don't dislike it. Oh, it's I don't know. It's not. I'm not used to like knowing. Again, like I do not have an audience. It's weird to know someone's actually watching me. Like not only because like with like Jeff, like I have no clue who Jeff was. Right, I didn't know him, and he showed up to all my Terraria streams consistently. Like it was really cool, but I didn't know them, so I couldn't like imagine them. Right, but I know these people. I've known them for a long time. Fuck, I've known the people in this realm for most of my life. What, 2016? 2016 I started secondary school, so I've known these people for most of my life. Um, it's just that, like, I actually have a face. It's like, when I hear that you guys are actually watching me, like you are right now, like, I imagine it, and it's just weird that I do that. So I'm very used to, with my streams, I do not get viewers. The most viewers I've ever had at one time was 13, and that was like 6 years ago. Most viewers I've ever had on a YouTube stream is like 4 at any one time, maybe 5, and no more than like 2 people in chat at a time. Um, so it's so weird. to like, it's like I just recently, just before this, I did a Terraria playthrough, and I had some people showing up for like all of them, and they would watch me for like 6 hours straight. It's like, how do you find this entertaining? Because I'm quite used to just going hours without even talking because of that. It's a weird experience. Am I lagging? Or is it... Am I just losing it? I'm actually already making good progress. We're almost there on the X. The Z is gonna... Okay. We're fine. We're okay. So, I mean, we're almost like probably quarter way there, actually, right now. What is the X? 839. Yeah, we're almost there. Yeah, unfortunately, of course, I didn't stream my first time on it. Like, the first time I chatted with you, you came on, like, you saw me building my house. I didn't stream that. I did clip it, though, afterwards. I did clip it and uploaded 1 hour of it, but yeah, not the whole thing. So, unfortunately, like, my original reaction to a hub is not on stream, but some of my... Obviously, some of the stuff I have been seeing for the first time. That is a large part of why I stream, is to capture my authentic reactions to stuff. Often specifically so I can look back on it later. Okay, I'm definitely getting some lag here. I don't know if that's the game or what. 'Cause again, yeah, like earlier I was streaming and then my mother tripped a fuse, so we had a power cut for a little while. And that was whilst I was on the game. And obviously when you're on a game and you suddenly just disconnect power, it causes problems. As my PS5 had to go into recovery mode, and suddenly I feel like I'm having a little bit of stuttering. So it's great, and that's really anxiety-inducing for me because I've had problems recently in the last month, or even longer, maybe the last 2 months actually. I don't know if it started in June or in May. It started like when I was playing Clair Obscur. I don't know how long ago that was. But when, like oh god, yeah, that was something, wherever that was. I mean, it might just be lag from, mining a lot on the server. Maybe, hopefully. I prefer that to it being my PlayStation about to fucking brick. But yeah, so I was playing Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, I was streaming it, and then I was in a loading screen and it wouldn't end. And I was like, uh-oh, that can't be good. So I went to turn off the PlayStation, and so I tried to close the game down, and then I realized my controller's not responding at all. I can't do anything. So then I went to press a power button on the PlayStation to just turn it off, and that didn't do anything either. My PlayStation was completely unresponsive. I talked to Josh Face about it later, and he said that he thinks it sounds like a CPU lockup, whatever that means. I think he said. Yeah, so I had that problem. So I had to unplug PlayStation's power, and then that put it into recovery mode. And then I did a bunch of tinkering with it. So I reset the cache, rebuilt a database, various things. I disassembled it partly and cleaned it. See, it had a lot of dust, so I cleaned it as well. And then I put it back on, and then it worked for how long? It worked for like 10 days, I think. And then it worked for like 3 days, and then it broke again whilst on YouTube that time, so it wasn't even on game, it was just playing YouTube videos, and it bricked. So I did the same thing again, and then that time it lasted for like 10 days, I think, before it bricked again, and that was the last time it happened. So I think it has now been like 3 weeks about since it last bricked. So it's been doing well, actually. So if it bricks again, I'm gonna be really frustrated because it's been doing well. But I'm definitely getting some lag here. It might just be because I'm digging far, but I mean, I was digging further in the Nether. Um, and in the Nether, yeah, like obviously when I went to a Nether to get Netherite, I dug thousands of blocks there, and I don't think I had any performance problems there, so hopefully not. The X is 839. We're at 763. We're almost there. Well, I might actually do the rebuild cache and rebuild the database thing tonight, just in case. Because I mean, yeah, like the problem is when you disconnect it from power, it can corrupt data and shit. That's why it has to go into recovery mode. So if there's a problem with that, I should fix it sooner rather than later. What's the time? All right, it's almost midnight. I think I'm gonna get this up to the X coordinate I want. And then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to start lighting up the tunnel. And then once the tunnel is lit up, I'm done for tonight. Are the performance problems visible on stream? I feel like, can you see I'm getting like a little bit of stuttering? 860, well that's 64. 863. Oh, it's 839. How did I get 863 out of it? Yeah, it might just be like the stream quality. So, I don't know. Okay, 839. Don't know how I screwed that up. Right, this is the X we want. For Y we want is 0. 0. Okay, and then take it down. Alright, so this is actually about half of the length dug out. See, if it's 1,500, I just did 800, so yeah, about half. There we go. Now to put down torches. Oh god, this is gonna be difficult. And I'm gonna have to do some fights. Cool. Okay. This is gonna... Once I'm done with this railway, I think I'll be ready to call this like the most work I've ever put into a world. You know, I'm coming up on 100 hours played on the Realm. The end of the stream probably marks like 90 hours on the Realm already. I can't keep track of the exact amount, but PlayStation says I have... earlier today it said I have 85 hours on this version of Minecraft. This version of Minecraft I played for like 1 or 2 hours before I joined the Realm. So I have about as many hours on the Realm as it just says I have on the game. So that's how I'm tracking it. So it's a lot already. Unemployment benefits. I want to go into uni to work on personal projects because I want to recreate Super Mario Galaxy because I think I know how to. Or at least get halfway there. But it's too hot, man. So we've got our workroom in the uni, obviously it's a computer lab, and so it gets extremely hot, even in winter. And so in this heat, first of all, the computers are probably crashing, because they don't do well as is. So the heat is probably going to make them crash and overheat. That's a nice way to think of it. I mean, I've named my area the Isle of Flowers. Yeah, so like, I would be going to uni to do some work, but I would die on the way there from the heat. And if I somehow didn't, well, then the PCs would not be functioning properly anyway. That's lucky. I believe we're in for more heat soon. I believe we're going to be getting more heat like next week. Slightly colder this week, but next week apparently is going to pick up again. I do want this railway to look cool, but like it would take forever. So for now, it's just going to be this. I'll build a practical railway first, and then I'll make it look cool. I didn't know you had gone up north. I did not think one stack of torches would cover this, but apparently it does. That's cool. 200 miles, oh boy. How far is my commute to uni? My commute to uni is like, I think it was, I can do it right now. Put into Google Maps. Uh, okay, go from here.
Walk northwest on
No. To Royal Holloway. What's the distance? Google Maps. Where does it say? Does it not say? It says it's a 5 hour walk. Yeah, I was trying to do. I did put directions where. I know it's far. It's really far. It's from Yateley to fucking Egham, which is a little outside of London. 14. Really? I'm pretty sure I did find resistance before and it was more than that. Maybe I'm stupid. Oh yeah, this is the cave, which is this is directly under my house. It's crazy. It's been down here this whole time. It's by far the most impressive cave I've ever seen in Minecraft. I love this kind of structure. Literally directly under my house. Crazy. Alright. got a lot of trash to sort into chests. I'm gonna sort out all this trash blocks, and then I'm going. I'm getting tired. Alright, this is not too daunting of a task. We did almost, well, yeah, we did half of it, and the pickaxe is not even half broken. Yes, I get tired. During uni term time, I go to sleep at midnight and I wake up at 4 a.m. Usually I get 4 hours of sleep every night. So yes, I get tired very easily. Yeah, people are nice. What were you studying? Gamer. So, was it 3D modeling? Because I've deadass cried in class 3 separate times doing 3D modeling. Yeah. It's not for the faint of heart. In first year, our project was to... I don't think we even had an option for foundation year for this course. In the first year, our project was to basically make 3D models from, like, a game. It's like, I picked Resident Evil 4. It's like, they were supposed to not copy the game, but like something which fits. So I took Resident Evil 4, and so I made a key to a castle, a vase full of gore, and a door from the final section of the game. But like a hypothetical door, not a literal door. Just like make something which fits with the game's style, but isn't actually in the game. So yeah, the door kind of looks like crap. The vase, easily the best of the 3 in how that one turned out. The key made me cry twice. Because the geometry of it was awful, and I got halfway through making it. Yeah. I got halfway through modeling it when the teacher came over and was like, half of this is wrong, this is gonna like break the moment you try to take it in game, and like your texture is not gonna work. And then yeah, the texture looked awful. That was the first project of the year. The second project was to do that. It was we had to make a diorama of a location. That time we didn't have complete freedom. We could do any concept we wanted, just had to be a room. And you had to include, so you had to make a room, and you had to make 7 objects to place inside of it. That one went better, but I still hated it. The reason why that one went better is because I realized I'm not going to do complex shapes. So I just made some like tables and some chairs, and like a knife, and a cupboard. All very basic blocky shapes, including the knife, because I I guess I can't make a like smooth curves. So the knife was really blocky as well. It looked awful. The knife specifically, if you looked at it close up, it looked awful. Otherwise, it did kind of look okay. I did post that to my Instagram. It's not the worst, but afterwards, 3D modeling in second year was then optional, and so I didn't take it. And instead, I took an essay subject, video games politics, which was not very good, but I still prefer it to 3D modeling. I hate it. And also, I cannot do like 2D art. I've never been able to draw. I just can't. I would love to, but I've tried teaching myself before. It hasn't worked. So I've given up. Oh yeah, so Sam's finishing that build at the end of Ollie's place. This is a lot less daunting than I thought it would be. The daunting part is making it look cool, I guess. And building the rail. I'm gonna have to borrow some of the iron from the iron farm. I did not have enough iron to make these rails. The one good thing about being a games design student is that playing games is now your job. And now, whenever you play a game, you can say you're doing research. And you wouldn't even be taking a piss. Like there's stuff I've learned from playing games recently, which I'm trying to learn and adapt from. Being a games design student really makes you think about everything. It makes you also very hypercritical. So I don't let myself just enjoy things anymore. Yeah, so actually, yeah, so did you do like any actual games design, like programming on your course? Because my course is game art and programming. It's everything. With a dash of film studies as well, because the course is underfunded. And the uni refuses to fund it if we don't do film studies as part of the course as well. Sorry, Alfie, I can't really do that right now. Actually, maybe. Right, well, I guess my railway is halfway dug out, at least. Also, Alfie, I want to say, like, actually, wait, Alfie's not on stream. He left. Never mind. Rip. Okay. I was gonna say thank you to him. Just 'cause, again, like, this has been the most fun I've had with Minecraft, possibly ever. Because in my survival playthrough I did have a lot of fun building a lot of stuff. But I do remember I did have some of my same frustrations with Minecraft's progression, and I did have a lot of frustrations with building. Pretty much every single build I made in that world, I was ultimately underwhelmed with. The only things I really was truly happy with building were like the small things. Like my automated sugarcane farm. That was fucking epic, bro. But like my houses, nah. My farms I built for the villagers, awesome. They looked so cool. But the villagers' houses, trash. The mansion I built, it's not that flattering. It probably looks better with vibrant visuals. I don't know if I have that world on the Xbox One X. I might try pulling it up and streaming it one time. I keep saying I will. That's depending on if I'm going to plug in the actual Xbox or not, really. So right now, the Xbox is literally just a stand for my Aerith Gainsborough plush. And it's not doing anything else. It's not even plugged in. Which is wild for me, of course, because I'm an Xbox fan. A couple years ago, I would have called myself an Xbox fanboy defender. And now I've completely disowned Xbox. The only reason why I keep them around is to play Halo. And because it would feel weird, I can't just like abandon my first 12 years of my gaming history. Like my achievements and my friends list. And everything, I can't just abandon all that. Alright. Actually, you know what? I think maybe I will pay the XP farmer a visit. Repair my stuff, so I don't have to worry about it at all later. Won't take long. Oh god, my head hurts. Oh, I guess we're gonna need a new mining chest. I'm damn glad I don't run a fucking face cam for my streams. I could. PlayStation does allow you to set one up, apparently. It comes up with an option for it when you boot it up, but nah. That would be a nightmare. And there he goes. Right. My armor is full, so yeah, if we pay the XP farm a visit, it would take like a couple seconds even. Not very long at all to repair everything up. And I am gonna take the gold, because we will need the gold to make the power rails. Oh fuck, power rails need redstone, don't they? Oh no. How many power rails do you need? Presumably quite a lot. Alright, let's take a trident this time as well. Oh, I hadn't even acknowledged it because I finally filled out more of the map. Which, again, somehow isn't a max level map. So it's kind of wasted effort. I need to lie down. Ugh. Are we past midnight? Oh, we're past midnight. Okay. This is the last thing I'm doing. Won't take long. But again, I don't know if the guys are going to see this, but I really want to say like a genuine big thank you, because I would not. If I were playing my playthrough solo, I would have already given up on it. I don't know what point in the game I would have gotten to, but I would not still be playing it wherever I was at. But the Realm has just been a way better experience. Again, like it. To quote an awesome game, Buddy Sim 1984, presence is not required. Because like, obviously playing with the rest of the lads, helping Ollie build this spot. I would like to help with future builds as well, of course. This is the only one I've really contributed to so far. But like, obviously that's all fun. What the hell? Okay. That's all fun. It is. But the other part is that simply knowing that whatever I build will be seen by people. People I know and people I don't know. In future, people will join the realm that I don't know, and they will see what I've built. And hopefully they like it. And so that gives me a reason to build it. My entire ideology with YouTube is, first of all, to record everything, to record all my reactions, all my values, but also my philosophy is that if one person has a good time from whatever content I've produced, then it's been worth it. If it's one person producing the content and one person enjoying it, then it's worth it. If it's one person producing content and it's 10 people enjoying it, then it's fantastic. If it's one person and it's millions enjoying it, it's crazy. That's insane. That's why, like, I still have so much fun, even when I have just one chatter. Just one. Just Jeff, who ditched me after Terraria, unfortunately. Maybe he'll come back eventually, but yeah. But just one chatter makes it all worth it. I assume Jeff genuinely enjoys my streams because he would stick around for so much of them. Oh, there goes Alfie. Uh-oh, has it lost a little bit of durability? That looks like it's lost some durability. Okay, so I like how he handles some of these recipes. So one golden bar equals one rail. This will be enough, I think. You only need one like every 10 blocks or so. I think we're sure of that. It lost durability from that. Ooh. Alfie's not that far out. Now I know where Alfie's base is. It won't actually be that hard to go there. It's not that far further. I would kind of like to connect the water on the left side of my house as well. I might build like a bridge or something and fill it with water. Closer to what I originally had in mind for a canal. Yeah, like here you have to cut through Brazil, and that's not strictly the most efficient way to do it. And it's less scenic route. So if possible, I'd like to make it so the route from the left of my house also goes around into, I mean, you can see right there in that direction. Down there's water which goes that way. I like to connect it there if possible. It's an awful lot of flat land in the bottom right of the map. I was literally just coming back to like see what Sammy was doing. But, all right. By the way, made it to 54 minutes into Little Platoon's video, and there hasn't really been much more racism yet, so cool. Again, like, I respect Little Platoon because unlike the other ones, he actually criticizes the thing. Critical Drinker just says, it has black people in it and women, so I'm angry. Mauler nitpicks every single tiny detail to an absurd extent beyond what is just reasonable and has absurdly high standards. You can argue all of them have absurdly high standards. You can also argue they don't. Mauler, though, has very, very high standards. I don't really know enough about the others. Fuck off, mate. What has he got? What is that? Forget about it. Alright. Let's be done for the night. Tomorrow we continue the rail. It shouldn't take that long, apparently. Won't take as long as I was fearing it would. Alright, cool beans. And after that, I'm not sure what I'm going to be building. I don't really have many more excuses of things to build. We have 2 separate fucking stables. So quite frankly, I think after that I might move on to pixel art. See how that goes.